Hey, Whitney. Am I already like lagging? Am I already lagging? I feel like I'm already lagging, like I'm behind. Can you hear me, Whitney? Ooh, my hair is sticking up in the back. Everything is in reverse, so I can't see. Hey, Missy Pooh. Y'all, it has been a long day. It has been a long day. Hey, Dream. Literally, it's been a long day. It was like 25 degrees. I ended up leaving the house. Hot mess. Can you guys hear me okay, Dream and Missy Pooh? I'm gonna do my best to get through this live. I actually do like the 8:30 time better because I get the time to do the stuff that I need to do. So I actually do like that time better. Did everybody have a good Saturday? Next week is Thanksgiving. Ooh, child, I'm about to go to bed on y'all. Okay. Ooh, wrong thing. Here we go. Whitney says she excited for Thanksgiving food. Girl, I am telling you, I still haven't even grocery shopped yet. Not yet. But I will soon. I don't like cooking too much food because it's not a bunch of us, but you still end up cooking too much food. Ooh, my nose is itching. Oh, was it Missy Boo? Yes, it was freezing this morning. I was like, whoa. I had to go and let the dog out. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Whitney says, I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving. Family, visiting family, and they are cooking. I'm cooking for Christmas, though. Yeah, I think we're kind of going to share the load this time. Well, everybody except my one daughter, because she too bougie to cook. But the rest of us will be cooking. And we're going to have turkey. We just do. But she's on this thing, so she wants fish. So now I'm going to have to cook fish because she's on this pescatarian thing. I had to put my foot down about the cranberry sauce. She was like, I don't see cranberry sauce on the menu. I told her she better buy that can of cranberry sauce herself because ain't nobody eating it but her. Literally, no one eats it but her. Hey, Christiane. So she'll be, I think she told me she'll be home Wednesday. We're trying to get her to come home Tuesday. Christiane, I'm working on a paint by numbers. It's actually going pretty good. Actually. I don't hate it. It's actually going pretty good. She's the only one who eats it. Literally, her and my mother, but my mother's not, you know, where we are. She lives somewhere else. But they're the only two who eats it. That's what she better buy herself. She eats it too. Ugh. Oh, Dream, my oldest daughter told me she wanted deviled eggs. She said that. She said she wanted deviled eggs. I ain't doing that either. Oh, God. I don't know. I may make deviled eggs, but she told me that's what she wanted. Hey, Shanta. Like my husband, I told him, like he always does the greens, and we always put smoked turkey in the greens. And I told him, you know, for my one daughter, can you make her a small little batch, you know, off to the side because of the smoked turkey. She didn't want the smoked turkey in hers. I'm like, listen, you're going to have to start preparing your meal at home and then just bringing it over here. And I know what's going to irritate me is everybody's going to eat the fish. That's what's going to happen. We're going to have this turkey, and that's why I was like, let's just get a small turkey because everybody's going to end up eating the fish. I know that's what's going to happen. Dream. I'm telling you, I'll hear my daughter's mouth if she don't have her little separate stuff. You knew I was coming and you know I can't eat this. She's fine. So it'll be a little bit of a pescatarian Thanksgiving. But otherwise, I think I'm going to go, I don't know, either tomorrow or Monday grocery shopping. I work Sunday and Monday, and then I'm off for the rest of the week. We do smoked turkey legs. Smoked turkey legs. Oh, it's so good. Smoked turkey legs. But she's like, I have to have my greens separate. I can't have them with the turkey. I'm like, girl, if you don't get out of here. All right, y'all. So let me get into this really quick. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll just start with this. I'm just going to do my little quick post review here on the live. I'm just going to do a post review that way. Put the meat off the bone and you have... I know, but she doesn't want the meat in her food. In her food. Only the fish. Only the fish. She's actually been doing it for a while, though. I'll give that to her. She actually has been doing it for a while. I'm surprised. She really has. Oh, God. So I'm just going to do my Craftably post review on here. I'm not going to make a separate video for it. I just feel like this is good enough. Because it's so small. It's just, it is what it is. But this is it. What is this? Faces of Fairy 112. Oh, and I got to grab one more thing. But this is what she looks like. She came out really, really good. She honestly did. I like it. I think she's cute. I think she's really cute. I did seal her. I do want to show you guys what I sealed her with. Because I did seal this. And I do use a Mod Podge, but you know they got several different kinds. I do want to show you what I use though, real quick. Okay. So this is what I used. This is the Mod Podge that I use. And I always mix it with water. So it's the Mod Podge Super Gloss Brilliant Extreme. And I have 2 of these because at the time when I was looking for it, I couldn't find it at Michael's. I couldn't find it at Joann's. We didn't have a Hobby Lobby at that time. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I do have 2 of them. I like it. I don't feel like it takes a sparkle away, even though I know you guys can't really see the sparkle in this video because my room is so dark. But she looks good. The canvas was fine. The canvas was sticky. The canvas was fine. I just felt like I wanted to personally seal it just to make sure that the drill stayed in place. It is a round. It's a 12 by 12. I forgot what that was. Isn't it a 30 by 30? I think 12 centimeters. I mean 12 inches is 30 centimeters. Oh, can you, Shanta? And it did have the special drills. Oh, you can see it. It did have special drills, the little jelly drills, I call them. I don't know what they're called. And it was 49 colors. It took me about a week, 6 days, something like that, to finish her. Y'all know I don't diamond paint every single solitary day, but it was about 6 days, I think. The only constructive thing that I can honestly say about it, Craftably needs to give a little bit more drills. Now this canvas is discontinued. So when I did my whip and chat this past Friday, I did put that, when I put the link in, I did put that this is discontinued. But they give you literally just enough drills to finish your canvas. I really wish I would have held on to them, but I was dumping them in my jar. I was so done with this thing. I was dumping them in my jar before I realized that I should have saved them for you guys to see. But when I was actually done with the painting, I literally thought to myself, if I would have had a spill, I would not have had enough of whatever color to finish this diamond painting. Craftably gives you just enough drills. That's how I feel. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I did Santa's pack, I actually ran out of a color. I didn't contact them about it. It wasn't necessary. I just used the next shade of green to fill in that area. I think it was at the very most 10 drills. I don't even think it was 10. But I was short, and that's because they give you almost exactly what you need for the canvas. I feel like they need to give you a little extra, whatever that is. I just personally think they need to give you a little extra. So if there's anything constructive that I can say about the canvas, it's that. But I do think she's cute. She's cute. Yeah, I like her. And I have another one of these from Diamond Art Club that is a fairy one that I haven't done yet. So I have another one of these. So that's that on that. Otherwise, everything was fine. The canvas was fine. The drills were really good. They weren't like trash drills. It's just that you need a little extra. But it wasn't that there was trash drills or anything like that. It was good. It was good. I liked it. What was the other thing? I have been buying diamond paintings like crazy. I did get a diamond painting today. I don't know if you guys bought any, but I did get, what's the name? I got Odie. It was the bird diamond painting. It's a square by Richard Lorenz. It's sold out. It is a 42 by 55 centimeter. He's carrying the little flag girl ribbon, and there's a yellow butterfly in it. It's super cute. I bought that. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm at the diamond level, so I always get that you can go in before. And I was talking to Miranda and Rachel, and they were saying what they had got. So I was like, oh, let me go look. Well, I put 3 in my cart because they had the 25% off. So I had 3 in my cart. I had Odie, I had Morning Coffee, the Randall Spangler, and then I had Queen of Hearts. I think that's the name of it, by Hannah Lynn. I had those 3. You know, when I went to go check out, Odie had sold out. And I was like, what? How many did they have? 25? Like, how can we be early and it sell out? So I was instantly got irritated, and I was like, no, I'm not buying anything. And I didn't. I took it out my car. I was like, I'm not buying anything. Just forget it. And I'm texting Rachel and Miranda like, I'm so irritated right now, blah, blah, blah. How we get early access and it still sells out. So then, like, it could have been a few minutes after 12. They was like, it's back in there. So I went back and I bought it. But that was the only one I bought. I didn't buy the other 2 because I really didn't. I'm not going to lie. I be buying it to get the free shipping. Plus, it was the coupon. But this time I just was like, no, get what you really want. I don't have any of that artist, any of his paintings. So I really liked this one. I thought it was cute. It didn't look crazy or nothing. I just thought it was cute, so I went ahead and bought it. So that's the one I got today. Whitney, why did you get the Queen of Hearts? Put liquid smoke in her greens to replace the smoky flavor and use a green seasoning. Shanta, ain't that cheating? Isn't that cheating? Oh, God. Oh, God. I did that diet for a year. Now I just eat leaner meats. Yes, she's like really, really serious about it. She got this thing, but she's really serious about it. So she's been doing really good. She just complains when she comes home. I'm like, listen. Thank you. Yeah, I think she came out cute too. I do. Y'all didn't buy? See, that's what I mean. A lot of people didn't buy, but they were selling out of them diamond paintings like crazy. My no buy starts after Black Friday. After Black Friday. It's still supposed to taste good. Just like when I see people pour that, like I make gravy, and when I see people pour that, I don't know, coloring or whatever it is into the gravy, I'm like, isn't that cheating? Are you supposed to be doing that? Oh, God. Yes, my no buy starts after Black Friday, and I have been buying, you guys. I bought from Treasure Studios Art, Oraloa, and Diamond Art Club. So I was calling myself trying to buy from companies that I usually don't buy from. So that's why I got those 2. I was too witty until I saw the girl with the headphones on Craft Ease. Oh, let me go look. I'm gonna go look, Dream. I want to see what it looks like. Is it a what? Hold on. Oh. Is it a diamond painting or is it a paint by numbers? Bruh, these advertisements. Stop it. I don't see it yet. Dream, do you know who the artist is, or is it a diamond painting, or is it a paint by numbers? I'm looking. That butterfly effects is pretty. I liked Big Sis too from Diamond Art Club. I thought that one was really nice, but I ain't got time. I cannot do that big old. Oh, that one's cute. What's her name? Rainbow Bright. That one's cute. I don't see the girl with the headphones. I have to look later. I don't see her. Oh, Lord, yeah, I'm going to have to look later. It's a few pages. I'm sorry. It's too many pages. I got to look through too many pages. I can't. Yes, Black Friday, that's it for me. That will be it for me. I will be done. Period. It's just out of hand. I will show you what I just got in the mail today from Diamond Art Club. And they're smaller than I thought. Because when I see them on YouTube videos and stuff, they look bigger. But this one is a 42 by 59 centimeter. And it's Cinderella. Mandy Manzano. I have several of these. And I've seen this done and it's beautiful. So this one, and of course you can see it's around. So I got this one. That's pretty. I've seen this one done. And then this is the one I've been waiting for. Satara. And this is a 61 by 41, but it's a landscape. Wait. I'll show you like this. Satara. This is pretty when done. The purples are amazing. Satara. Yes. It's called Girl with Earphones. Okay. Oh, okay. I passed her right up. I passed her right up. She is pretty. Did you get that one, Dream? She's pretty. That color blocking in the background. Wait. Shanta, there's another young lady, she's newer to YouTube, and she does the big old landscape squares. Ugh. Yeah, Dream, she's pretty. I can't think of her name. I think she only has maybe 2 videos up right now. One was a Craftably mystery unboxing, and then one was her doing an unboxing of a diamond paint. It was big, and it was a square, and it was a landscape. It was beautiful, though, but I was like, I cannot. I cannot. So I can't wait to show you guys the 2 that I got from Treasure Studios Art. And yes, it is poured glue. It is not the double-sided adhesive, or it's not whatever adhesive that they use. They have the choice where you can use that, but they also have poured glue. So I chose 2 rounds, both poured glue. And then I did the Oroloa. I already have one of those. I have one, but then I chose, and that was last year or something. I chose 2 more. And I think I'm gonna seriously, Black Friday, I think that's gonna be a wrap for me, that it will be done. Will be done. I'm surprised you guys really didn't get anything today. It's so out. And it's so out so fast. I just knew you guys were gonna be like, yeah, I bought everything. All right, y'all. What time is it? Okay, so I am going to go over this, what I've been watching lately. There's one on Hulu. Dagnabbit. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, when y'all watch this one on Hulu, y'all need to be in the room with the volume down. Wait, it's Reasonable Doubt. Have y'all seen that? Honey, I thought I was watching HBO. For real. I thought I was watching HBO. Make sure the kids are out of the room. Oh my God. It's called Reasonable Doubt. I can't even talk about it on here, honey. But it's good. Michael Ealy is in it. It's really good. Yes, honey. Get the earphones and watch it underneath the sheets so nobody sees you. I'm like, what is going on? Is this really on Hulu? But I be watching it. I did watch Big Sky. They getting on my nerves. Just please let it all end. We know Whitney. Whitney is the best. I watch that Big Sky. I don't know why I torture myself every week. Every week I torture myself. Just please end it all. And another one that I watched that I actually really like is hold on. Let me find the name of it. That Big Sky is a hot mess. It's called Dagnabbit. Is it something Alaska or Alaskan? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's something Alaska, I think. Or something Alaskan. I'm all over the place. Oh, what is it? It's actually really good. I like it. Hold up. Michael is suspect to me now. I used to think he was cute. Why? What you mean he's suspect? He is cute. Why is he not attractive? Is it because he's married with kids now? Is it because he's married with kids? I think Michael Ealy is very good looking. It's because he's married. Oh my goodness. Well, you know he's so he gonna look different than, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, when you missing that, it's just the truth. You aged different. That's just scientific facts. I don't even know why I'm over here trying to skirt around it. It's the truth. When you don't have melanin or lack thereof, you just age differently. It's just the truth. But I still think he looks good, but that's just the truth. Sorry. I'm a mess, but it's the truth. That's why Cicely Tyson looks so good. I mean, it's just different. But it's a good show. But I'm saying, put them headphones in. Please. And don't blame me if you don't. Don't be like, Suzette told me to watch this. Don't do that, because I gave you all what you needed to do in order to watch this show. But there's another one, something Alaskan. It's good. It's really good. You should watch it. And then we got that Killer Sally. Did y'all watch that on Netflix? It was just 2 episodes. They may have been an hour long, but it was 2 episodes. And wait, y'all know I gotta get my notes. Y'all know I gotta get my notes. But hey, Miranda, I thought you had swimming. No, every role he plays crazy psycho too good. You Missy Pooh, no, well, I don't think he plays crazy in this. Okay, he played that one crazy role where he did drop the kids and everybody was mad. Okay. We were talking about the diamond paintings. You know what hard? No, I don't think anyone in here bought the diamond paintings, but I told them that I bought mine. But they were all selling out like crazy. So now I'm talking about this. I don't know. I don't think I could keep saying that word. So I'm just going to call her K Sally. K Sally. Oh, have fun. It was 25 degrees here. Oh, Shanta, what did you get? I missed it. We know Miranda. Miranda is the reason why they sold out. What did you get, Shanta? I didn't see that. I'm glad I got the one I did. Oh, yeah, Big Sis. I really did like that one. But I can't. It's just, I can't do those big ones in squares like that. But I did like it. Hey, Chantel. Chantel, did you get anything today? No? See, that's what I'm saying. I think that's so weird. Because usually, when I do my thing, it's like at least 75% of the people be like, yes. If it's like a big drop, something like really good, they'll say yes, they bought at least one. And it's only like three of us in here who bought something this time. But I do want to know what they're doing for Black Friday. And I already told, I told Rachel and I told Miranda, I'm not staying up at 3 o'clock. I did that bullcrap last year. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. Why is it weird? Because they were selling out like crazy. That's why. I just got the little, I got the bird one. I got Odie. Yeah, because I had early access and they was already selling out with the early access. Ba-ba. Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all. So I hope y'all watched it, because I'm about to tell y'all what happened. So I just hope y'all watched it. But even if you didn't watch it, that's okay, because you can still go back and watch it. Because I'm sure I'm gonna, I think I'll miss some stuff, so y'all gonna have to go back and watch it anyway. Yes, I did. They didn't get. I'm telling you now, they must have only had a handful of each painting, because I'm like, how are they sold out with the early access and everybody else hasn't even gotten the opportunity to purchase? And then they brought some of them back. They brought some of them back, and then they sold out again. Oh, that is right. I do remember you did say that. I do remember you did say that. I did get my Christmas ones. Yeah, I've been buying diamond paintings. I'm done. Black Friday, I'm done. Okay, let me stop. Okay, so instead of calling her K Iller Sally, I'm just gonna call her K Sally for YouTube purposes. So, okay, so the husband, his name was Ray, but at this time, when they first met, they were both the Marines. They both were into bodybuilding. Okay, she was introduced to Ray. Now, I'm just letting y'all know. Sally is a white woman. Ray is an African American man. Okay, and they literally got married weeks after even meeting each other. Weeks. So when I say weeks, it could have been 2 months, but I don't even know if it was 2 months. It could have been 2 months. So they got married like weeks after meeting each other. And she was very supportive of him and him trying to do the whole bodybuilding thing, the competition thing. To me, in the beginning, he looked good. In the beginning. But then, he started really changing and getting involved in, taking meds to kind of build him up and make him bigger. And to me, his face even started changing, where he didn't look as good. I'm not saying the man was fine. That's not it. It's just that you could tell his face was changing. She already had 2 children from a previous relationship that were also biracial. 2 cute little kids. She had a boy and she had a girl. The daughter was the oldest. Now, the way you heard the daughter talk about Ray, the stepdad, which she called him dad, she called him her dad, she called him her father. The son did not. The son, they're adults now. The son basically called him Ray. But the way she talked about him, the daughter talked about him, and the way the son talked about him literally was like night and day. It was night and day. And I guess it was a home that was full of abuse. I can't be talking like that. It was a house that was full of a lot of temperament. A lot of temperament between Ray and Sally. This woman, I will honestly say, because you can't be doing the thing where you blame the victim, but she did have opportunities where she could have gotten her children at the very least out of the household. Her mother could have taken them. So her mother offered to help her several times. She would never leave, and she wouldn't send the kids. She would not send the kids. And she was doing things that were basically, to me, and if y'all watch the videos, she was doing things to keep money coming into the house, because Ray did not work. All he did was the bodybuilding. It was basically stuff that you bought in the back of the video store. I don't know how else to say it. She said she never went there, but bruh, yeah. Like, you gotta be a fool not to know that's not what was going on. So what happened was, she got offered to wrestle men in hotel rooms. And she literally would have on a bikini. And the men, they would have on pants, but they wouldn't have on a shirt. And they were videotaping. And she would wrestle these men. And they paid her. And she said she made more money doing that than she ever did from being in competitions with the bodybuilding. So that is how she kept money coming to the house. because she had to do what she had to do because he wasn't working. And they got into a lot of temperamental back and forth, hands on each other, where he even broke her nose. He was involved in a lot of infidelity, but instead of her, saying, okay, that's it, she would physically assault the other women. Like physically, like a man assault these other women. And it was Valentine's Day. What year was it? 1995? It was 1995. It was Valentine's Day. He wasn't home. He was supposed to be on his way home, but he wasn't. He was somewhere else with another woman. And she pretty much knew where he was. So she was getting ready to leave to go to the bar where he was at. Well, he came home. And she said they had an argument. And when they had this argument, they were tussling. When she got loose, this is by her words, he was in the kitchen cooking. She went into her closet. She got something that goes bang, bang, but it was a two-hander like this. And she pulled the trigger. I think she really hurt him. But this fool, that was at a distance. But at close range, she got him in the face. Her daughter saw the whole thing. Her daughter saw, and this is a little girl, like she could have been 12. She could have been 12, maybe. Saw that man. She said, I saw him fall and hit the floor. She saw the whole thing. So she saw his face. She saw where he got it in the midsection. And when you hear her call 911, Sally, I'm telling you, she sounds like she's saying she about to go grocery shopping and she forgot to pick up the bread and the milk and now she got to go back. That's how she sounded talking to the 911 operator on the phone. Like literally, I just went to the grocery store. I forgot the bread and the milk and I got to go back and pick it back up. And you can hear her daughter screaming, Dad, 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 you did, saying you did this, you did this, screaming. Her brother did come out. He said he saw him laying on the floor, but her brother did not care about Ray. He said that Ray was abusive towards him. And I'm sorry, I did not give y'all a disclaimer about this before I started. I will make sure I put that in the description box, just in case this is a trigger for anyone, because I don't want to do that. And it was the both of them. It literally was the both of them. It was very toxic in the house with the kids, like the kids trying to break up confrontations and things like that. It was very toxic in the house. But the thing that got me the most is for her, I didn't feel like she was protecting her children because those were her kids. They did not have children together. Those were her children from a previous relationship. I felt like she wasn't doing enough to protect her children, to make sure they were in a safe, healthy environment. And then this happens. Well, of course, the police get there. They take the kids. They take her. And he was still alive. Like, this man was talking. You could hear him talking while she was on the phone with the operator. You could hear him still talking. And so when they got him to the hospital, that's where he passed, when they were operating on him. And when she was talking to the police officers, in the room and all of that, she was so like, just matter of fact, hey, he was doing this, and so this is what I did. He did this, so this is what I did. Well, come to find out later, his best friend had come to the house that night. He was waiting on Ray to come home from the bar. And he said he told Sally he had to leave to go get something to eat, and she didn't want him to leave. And he says to this day he believes that she didn't want him to leave because she knew what she had planned on doing, but she wouldn't do it with him sitting there, of course, not with the best friend sitting there. So he said literally he went to go get himself something to eat. When he came back, there was police and helicopters everywhere. Now, you know, he wasn't gone more than 30 minutes. Like he said he said he was on the phone with his wife, telling his wife he was on his way to just go pick up something to eat, and he was coming right back because Ray wanted him to meet him at the house. How did all that happen as soon as he left? That Ray got home and then all of that happened. And he was and when she got Ray the first time, he was in the kitchen cooking. She said he was standing at the stove. It was just a mess. The whole thing was a mess. And how the kids had to go into foster care. Then finally they would get to go with the grandmother and their grandparents. And it was just a mess. The daughter never once said that Ray ever put his hands on her. Not once. But the son continuously said that he put his hands on them. And he probably did treat them differently. He probably really did treat them differently. Hey, Jade. Because the boy was younger and he was small and he was like more, I want to say more frail. Like he wasn't hard. You know what I mean? He was a smaller boy. But then when they start talking about Sally and her temperament, like this woman was beating up men. They said she beat up the mailman, the postman, because he said something to her kids. The kids told on him. She jumped on the postman. They had to call the police. And I guess the son had fought one of the neighbor's kids. When the little boy went home and told his dad, the dad comes out, slaps her son in the face. He was like, you don't know how bad you just messed up. He told his mom what the neighbor's father had done. She knocked on the door and she whooped his butt. Like she was like that. So that's when it was time for her to go to court, all these stories are getting told. Like they told her not to work out anymore. They didn't want any shoulder pads because this is back in the 90s. They didn't want any shoulder pads in her clothes. She couldn't look bigger than what she was. But bruh, they were showing videos of her bench pressing him. This man was solid muscle, 300 something pounds. She was bench pressing him. Have y'all seen this documentary? It's crazy. So instead of her being looked at as a victim, as this woman who was getting abused at home, they looked at her like, was she starting something she couldn't finish? You know what I mean? Is that what it really was? Was this somebody who was starting something that she couldn't finish? Because she was constantly on him about the other women when he really was trying to leave. It's called Killer Sally on Netflix. Yes, honey, her and her husband. Crazy. Like literally crazy. But I watched it twice, and I'm going to tell you, after watching it twice, I really, truly feel in my heart she did not take his life because he was abusive to her. I think she did it because he was ready to leave. And he was coming home that night on Valentine's Day to tell her he was leaving. I truly, truly believe that, and she was not about to let him leave. She just wasn't. And I get where she was coming from. You done put me through all this crap. You done put me through all this hell. You done made me do stuff that I didn't even want to do or would have even thought about doing. Like she had to go to Tijuana to get his steroids. And she would have to take her kids with her to go down to Tijuana to get his steroids. Like, I get where she's coming from. You done put me through all this hell, and now you talking about you want to leave? But she didn't have to do all that. But she did. And she did. I mean, some parts remind me of that movie with my girls Raji in it. What movie? Yes, Whitney. Yes, honey. She was when the police, when she fought that mailman and they called the police. The police came. It was two of them. She was fighting the police officers. They had to call 3 more. They threw her down. Her son said they threw her down some concrete steps. She got back up like, what's next? It took 5 of them to get her under control. 5. Don't make me go there. I don't even want to say what I'm thinking. Yes, she said in 1 year. I forgot what year that was. She specifically said, wait, hold on. Did I get it? She said in 1993, she spent $24,000 on him. And they was basically living in a shack. They was living in a small little apartment. She said in 1993, she spent $24,000 on him. And when she would go buy food from Costco or whatever, wholesale food, how they would get their little bit, the 2 kids and her, and he would get the rest. He would get the rest. And he was just, because he needed all that protein to keep his body up, it became compulsive. That bodybuilding stuff literally became compulsive. It was crazy. And when they started talking about, like, they started before the steroid use was going on. They started before that. But then when the steroid use started coming on, and then when they start putting the women on steroids, that's why when you see those bodybuilders and the women, and they, they're not cut and real defined. They're big. They're big and cut, and their face starts looking like masculine. It's because they're taking them steroids and taking testosterone. The one commentator, he was like, their voices even start to go deep and stuff. Their body changes because they're taking testosterone. It was just crazy. No. What was the one when she was beating up the lady so bad? She said that she wanted to break her nose, and she wanted to break her nose just like Ray had broken her nose. Like, she was off the charts. And what she was saying did make sense. But you can't make somebody stay with you who don't want to be with you. You can't make them stay. They don't want to be with you. They don't want to be with you. And look at all the turmoil she put her kids through. Like, her son fell into drugs and all types of stuff. It's just, he's okay now. He's married. He has a family. But even the daughter, she still remembers seeing, as clear as day, her doing that to Ray. And she said, I remember him falling to the floor. Like, you put all that trauma on those kids. When your mother was saying, listen, we can give you a place to stay, we can take the kids, and you just wouldn't do it. Because a lot of people, they don't leave, they don't have nowhere to go. Your mother was telling you flat out she had a place for you to stay. Whitney is a hot mess. Y'all don't read her comment. Oh, God. Whitney is the best. But yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And girl, when they went, where did they go, Whitney? Were they at Disney? They were at some kind of amusement park. And when I tell you, let me tell you something. He literally was walking around in spandex pants and a shirt made out of floss. It was just crazy. It was crazy. But in the beginning, and me and my daughter were saying that in the beginning, he wasn't bad looking. But when he started popping them pills, his whole face changed. His face changed, his body changed. But I'm telling you, when that court saw her bench pressing that big old man, they was like, hecky no. Hecky no, there ain't no way. There's no way. And the attorney for him, the prosecuting attorney, he was a shark. He was like, no. He flat out was saying that she was not abused. Now, I didn't want to say that. I thought that was kind of going too far with it. But I think he was saying in that moment, she basically kind of set him up and it was planned. Because like she said, she went to the bedroom, she went into the closet, and that Ray knew what was in the closet. And she said, she asked him to leave, and he said no, and she said, poop. And he probably being in such shock was like, what? And then she got him in the face. This is a shotgun, people. What are we doing? This is not some kind of little hand something. Like, really? And he was just... The girl was hollering, he was hollering, and she's like, just wait a minute, please. Please, wait a minute. Y'all watch it and listen to that 911 call. She's like, just wait a minute. And I'm like, what is going on? She was like, I got him a blanket. I don't know, I think she just lost it. But from what his best friend was saying, they were both toxic. And she loved him a whole lot more than he loved her. And she didn't want him to leave. She didn't want him to leave. So I'm telling y'all need to watch it. If y'all haven't watched it, she did go to prison. She's out. But I believe she did all her time. And I think she got 25 years. I could be wrong. You know what? Hold on a second. And like my daughter was like, why would she keep his name? Like, after everything, why did she keep his name? And girl, if I'm not mistaken, she got remarried. Yeah, okay, so she did do the full 25. I thought she did. She did the full 25. And then when they asked her how old he was on the 911 call, she was like 20. And then she said his real age. It was like she was just lost. Hey, Chris. It was like she was just completely lost. But I'm going to tell you, it's that second half you really, really got to pay attention to. I think it was a mix of the toxicity in the house and the fact that she knew he wanted to leave. And she just was not mentally going to let that happen. And I think she just lost it. She just lost it. Because it was just too many opportunities that she had responsible people trying to help her. You know. I don't know. They was trying to help her. And to me, she should have just let the kids go. And even if she stayed, she should have let the kids go. Because I felt some kind of way that all this was being done with the kids there. And how the daughter was saying, I would try to get them to stop arguing. I would try to get them to stop fighting. I would try to get them to stop doing this, that. That's crazy. Like, literally, that's crazy. And they had a Christmas video where she gave him a pen. I think it said the world's greatest dad or whatever. And he made some backhanded comment talking about, this proves I have the right, to get the belt, you know, and give you all, you know, give you a whooping if you're acting up or da da da. And this was Christmas. And the girl's face just, her whole face was like, what the hell is going on? What are you even talking about? Yes, do I think he was abusive? I do. I do. Do I think that he was this great husband? No, I don't. And do I think she should have just let him go based off that? Yes. And if she didn't want to let him go, she should have let her kids go. Because they were her responsibility. They were not his children. They were not his biological children. And she should have made sure that her children were safe, because of what was going on in that house. They went through a whole lot of trauma, counseling, drug addictions. Who knows? The daughter didn't really say the issues that she had, but I'm sure she experienced them. I'm sure she experienced them. She just didn't say. But the one thing I took from it, I thought it was extremely weird that the brother remembered things so much more different than the sister. He kept calling him Ray. She kept saying, my dad, my father, my dad, my father. Weird. So if y'all haven't watched it, please do. Please do. It is very good. They don't ever show her being touched, you know, inappropriate or anything like that. They don't show any markings, no nothing like that. They don't show anything that's like disturbing. They just talk about what happened. Whitney, didn't she get married though? Didn't she get remarried? Because I think the son came to the wedding. Okay, that's what I thought. So y'all need to watch that. Crazy. That was when I had to have somebody leave the room. Honey, he said his friends was telling him, don't you know who that is? He said his friends warned him and was like, don't you know who she is? And he just seemed like, even when he was in the competitions and stuff, I don't know. She wanted, I think she wanted to do it with him so badly. But I will say this, I do feel her on the fact that she did so much just to keep a roof over their heads, food on the table, taking care of the kids. And he just was like reaping everything she was sowing. And I do think she was doing extra with those men that she was wrestling with. I mean, are you for real? It was awful. And they were the ones who paid her bail for her to get out. Those men she was wrestling with, they were the ones who paid her bail. So she could get out of that jail. So she could get out. That part was sad. I did have tears in my eyes when her daughter was crying when they had to separate them at the jail, and they had to separate them so they could take the kids off to foster care. Now that part, that just bothered me, because she was asking her kids to forgive her and that she was sorry that she was such a disappointment, and they were telling her she wasn't a disappointment. And I'm sure because they saw that she was doing everything she could to try to keep her family together. Because he wasn't winning. He only won that one. He only won that one competition. And then he started taking that stuff. That's why, wasn't it? Wasn't it this the one? When did he win, Mr.? Hold on. He only won one thing though. One contest. And that's when he started taking that stuff and he just messed himself up. Yeah, he was. I think he was like that with her. He was like that. I think he was like that with her. Because they even asked her, how does he feel about you wrestling these men? And she said, he knows what I do. I said, I bet, because she's paying the bill. And he's sitting at home on the couch. Chris, you haven't watched Killer Sally? Chris, you haven't watched it? Oh my gosh. Come on now. You gotta watch it, Chris. It's just two episodes. It's just 2. That's it. Really? It's a crazy story. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's like the first episode will have you going one way, and then the second episode will have you like, well, wait a minute. I know, right? Seeing all those bodybuilders. Literally, they look creepy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, literally, their necks and shoulders are up here. Up. Can you see? Up here. It's up here. What is that? It's creepy. I think it's creepy. Yes, girl. You think I want the one that this is fake? This is real. I told you that woman did 25 years. 25 straight up every single day years. And I'm telling you, they needed to provide, I hope they provided her with counseling and with some kind of mental balance, something for her. Because I'm telling you, when she talked, she's literally talking like she's reading off a grocery list. She talks like she's literally reading off a grocery list. Like, she was like, I told that woman she better stay away from my husband. He's my husband. She knows he's married to me. He's not married to her. She said, I went across the street and used the payphone and called and told her. What did she say? Don't go back to Gold's Gym. She said, I went across the street and used the payphone. Told her, don't you come back. Yes, honey, these people's out here acting a fool. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I mean, for them, and what's jacked up for real is with all the abuse that she had to deal with when she goes to court because of the way she looked. They was like, don't work out anymore. We're taking the shoulder pads out of your suits so you don't look bigger. Because they wanted her to look like a small woman with this big black man. Well, when you got her on video bench pressing him, no lie, she would squat down, he would come across her back, and he would be up on her back, and she would bench press him. And this dude had to be all of 300 something pounds. It looks crazy. So nobody believed in that instance. In particular instance, they were trying to make it clear. They're not talking about the whole time. They're saying in that in particular instance, they don't believe that's what happened. That's what they said. I know, right, Chantel? And like, she enjoyed it. And girl, when she would wrestle her, when she would wrestle, and it wasn't just her, it was other women too. When they would wrestle these men, their heads will always be in between their legs. Every single, that is what you saw. They had on bikinis. They did. The men, they would either have on like the tank tops and the pants, but they always had on pants. And somebody was there recording. Somebody was there recording. Like when she told the guy, you're not supposed to be picking those apples off that tree. Is that what she told him, Whitney? When they were in the snow wrestling? She was like, hey, you're not supposed to be picking those apples off that tree. I was like, ugh. Those videos will be in the back of the store. They would not be up front for the families to see. Trust. Oh, God. And the dude who made the tapes, he was talking about it too. He was talking about it. And he said that he's seen her get real aggressive. He's seen it with his own eyes. So all these people are lying. So when I say aggressive, I'm saying she was beating up other people. All these other people are not lying. But it doesn't negate the fact that he was doing what he was doing. And it was wrong what he was doing. It was. Because he could have left too. My biggest issue was she didn't get the kids out the house. If you want to do you, you do you. That's your business. But when it comes to the kids, you have a responsibility to make sure that they're in a safe environment. And I just didn't feel like she was making sure that they were in a good, healthy, safe environment as their mother. That's your job as a mother. You're supposed to protect your children, and you're not protecting them by basically saying, oh, so we're going to get our stuff together so we can leave, and they thinking they about to leave, and here you are trying to follow him down to the bar to see who he with. Why you care? You're supposed to be trying to get your kids out the house. And this stuff, what I'm saying, this is her words. This is what she said. So if y'all haven't watched it, even though I said to watch it last week, y'all need to watch it. I'm sure I left a bunch of stuff out. But it's really good. And they do talk about the female bodybuilders too. So y'all need to watch it. Let me know what y'all think. I think, is there another one I'm supposed to be watching? I don't know. If y'all have one that I need to watch, y'all need to leave it for me in the comments. Y'all need to leave it for me in the comments. If there's something that I need to watch that I'm missing, I have to find one. I have to find a good one to watch. But if there's something that I'm missing, y'all need to let me know so I can watch it and come back and tell y'all how awful it was. So I can tell how awful it was. Yeah. She said, you're not supposed to be picking those apples off of that tree. Next thing you know, they rolling all over the ground. And I believe there was snow on the ground and she's literally in a bikini. But yeah, honey. She was tough. She did them 25 years. She was tough. She sure did. Did every last minute. All right, y'all. I'm going to get my butt off of here. I did good. I stayed on. I didn't think I was going to stay on this long because I'm so tired. But I stayed on. I did good. If you guys didn't like my video, my live, can you please give me a like before you exit the building? And don't forget to leave me like a documentary. I love documentaries. If you have a good documentary for me to watch, please leave it in the description box so I can go take a look at it. Especially because I will be on vacation this coming week. So I'll have time to look. Chris Boo. I got here at 8:30. And you decided to come in here on you know what time. Oh, child. That's you. I need to go get myself my margarita truly. And relax. And if somebody hear about that dang Black Friday for DAC, y'all better let me know. Because I don't know what the devil they doing. But if they talking about people staying up to 3, I'm not doing it. I did that crap last year like a psychopath. No. I'm just not doing it. It's just too much. Too much. Too much stress. Well, that's a lie. I probably will if they got a Camellia up there. Is it Camellia Del Recchio? I'll do it if it's that. Yeah, I like coming on later. I like coming on at 8:30. It gives me enough time to get my stuff done. Thanks, Chantel. You have a good night. But yes, I will be here. I will be here on Saturday, y'all. Y'all better tell me what y'all did for Black Friday. I want to know all the tea. Okay, Miranda, please put it in the comments and I will definitely watch it. I will definitely watch it. All right, you guys. You guys have a good night. Thank you. Thanks, guys. You guys are my ride or die. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will talk to you all next Saturday. I will be here, same time, same place. Bye.